The shipping container sat on the edge of the Shenzhen terminal, code-named Unit 734. It wasn't supposed to be hot. It was carrying what the world had been told was the safest energy storage technology in human history, the lithium iron phosphate blade battery. But at 3:14 a.m., a thermal sensor on the underside of the steel crate spiked from ambient temperature to 400 degrees Celsius in less than 6 seconds. There was no explosion, no cinematic fireball. Just a low-frequency hum that vibrated the concrete beneath it as the structural integrity of the cells liquefied from the inside out. This was the first documented case of the Silent Cascade, a phenomenon that BYD executives in Shenzhen have spent an estimated $22 billion trying to erase from the public record. For the last 5 years, the narrative has been absolute: Western EV manufacturers are sloppy, and Chinese engineering is superior. We watched as Wang Chuanfu, the chemist-turned-tycoon, stood on stages in Beijing and drove nails through his battery cells to prove they wouldn't burn. We watched as Warren Buffett poured billions into the company, signaling to Wall Street that the age of Toyota and Tesla was ending. But while the nail penetration test was perfect for viral marketing, it hid a microscopic reality that is now threatening to collapse the entire global electric vehicle supply chain. The issue isn't puncture, it's compression. To understand the magnitude of this disaster, we have to strip away the glossy marketing of the BYD seal and the Atto 3 and look at the chemistry of the blade battery itself. Unlike traditional cylindrical cells used by Tesla or the pouch cells used by GM, the blade is a structural component. It is a long, thin plank of chemistry that doubles as the floor of the car. This innovation allowed BYD to pack more energy into a smaller space, increasing range and dropping costs. It was genius. Until the cars started moving. What the engineers didn't account for, or perhaps what they chose to ignore in the rush to beat Elon Musk, was the microtorsion affecting the anode separator during high-speed cornering and rapid cooling cycles. In simple terms, when you drive a BYD seal aggressively on a highway in winter, the battery pack isn't just powering the car. It is physically twisting. This twisting creates microscopic fractures in the ceramic coating of the separator. Over time, lithium dendrites, razor-sharp crystalline structures, begin to grow through these cracks. In a standard battery, this causes a short circuit and a fire. But the blade battery is different. Because of its unique geometry, the short circuit doesn't ignite immediately. It simmers. It creates a dark current leak that drains the battery while the car is parked, heating the core temperature of the pack degree by degree. This is the ghost drain anomaly that thousands of owners in Norway, Australia, and Thailand have been reporting on forums that are systematically scrubbed by bots. They park their car with 80% charge, and wake up to a dead vehicle. But a dead vehicle is the best-case scenario. The worst-case scenario is what happened in that container in Shenzhen. When the internal pressure reaches a critical threshold, the LFP chemistry undergoes a phase change that bypasses thermal runaway protections entirely. It becomes a molten slag that melts through the chassis, dropping a 2,000-degree pile of toxic slurry onto the road, or the garage floor, while the rest of the car remains eerily intact. This is the nightmare scenario that keeps insurance adjusters awake at night. The recall implications are astronomical. If this is the fundamental flaw in the structural geometry of the blade battery, you cannot simply swap a module. You have to replace the entire chassis of the car. We are talking about millions of vehicles. The logistics alone would bankrupt a mid-sized nation. And this is where the $22 billion figure comes into play. That is the estimated cost of a total global recall of every blade-equipped vehicle sold since 2021. It is a figure that exceeds BYD's cash reserves. It is a figure that explains why insiders have been quietly liquidating stock. It explains why Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway has been trimming its position, selling millions of shares right before these reports started to leak from the supply chain. They know. The smart money always knows first. But the cover-up goes deeper than stock sales. We have uncovered internal service bulletins sent to BYD dealerships in Europe and South America instructing technicians to install silent software. Updates during routine maintenance. These updates do something insidious. They cap the charging speed and reduce the maximum voltage of the battery without informing the owner. If you own a BYD and you've noticed your range has dropped by 10% or your fast charging isn't as fast as it used to be, you aren't imagining it. Your car is being chemically throttled to prevent it from melting down. This is the exact same playbook used during Dieselgate, but instead of cheating emissions, they are cheating physics. They are selling you a performance vehicle and then software locking it into a golf cart to save their own skin. The betrayal is total. And the timing could not be worse. As tariffs loom in the European Union and the United States tightens restrictions on Chinese software, BYD is fighting a war on two fronts. On one side, geopolitical barriers are rising. On the other, the fundamental technology of their empire is showing cracks. The blade battery was supposed to be the sword that slew Tesla. Instead, it is becoming the dagger in BYD's own heart. We obtained thermal imaging data from a whistleblower at a testing facility in Heilongjiang, a province known for its brutal winters. The data shows that at temperatures below -10 degrees Celsius, the electrolyte in the blade cells begins to stratify, separating into heavy and light components. This stratification increases internal resistance by 400%. When the driver attempts to regenerate power through braking, that energy has nowhere to go. In a Tesla, the heat pump redistributes this energy. In the BYD architecture, the heat is dumped directly back into the already stressed cell walls. It is a cycle of degradation that accelerates exponentially. A car that is 3 years old chemically ages 10 years in a single winter. The resale value of these vehicles is destined to hit zero. Who will buy a used EV when the battery is a ticking time bomb that costs more than the car to replace? This is the EV bubble in its purest form. It isn't about demand, it's about durability. The market assumes these cars will last a decade. The physics says they will be scrap metal in 5 years. And the silence from the automotive media is deafening. Why? Because the advertising dollars are too good to pass up. BYD is spending fortunes on sponsorship, flying influencers to Shenzhen, giving them tours of pristine factories where robots dance in unison. They are shown the nail test. They are shown the luxury interiors. They are never shown the thermal degradation charts. They are never shown the melted chassis of Unit 734. We are witnessing the calm before the correction. When the first class action lawsuits hit the courts in Germany and Australia, the floodgates will open. The secret truth isn't just about a battery flaw, it's about the fragility of an empire built on speed rather than stability. Wan Chuanfu built his dream on the idea that he could move faster than anyone else. But physics has a speed limit. And BYD just crashed into it.